hey, one hit in the back of my, make him ride like a t-shirt. Okay, let me stop. Because I act like a white girl can rap. Alright. So, what's up, YouTubers? It's Charlie again. Coming through after a little bit since my intro video came out and my first video came out. This is video number 2. Thought I'd add a little music lip syncing for you guys in the beginning. Have a little fun with me dancing. So, as you can see by the title, pronouns and hurtful names. And this is focusing on the gender neutral and transgendered community, because a lot of people seem to have an issue even within the LGBT community, like not including the T, because obviously, like even with the LGBT community, they seem to have an issue understanding like what goes on in somebody who's transgendered or doesn't have a gender period, like what goes on in their head. And so I can't say personally, because I'm personally not transgendered, but or gender neutral, I know I was born in a female's body and I'm a female, but some men will have a female's body but identify as a man, like, because that's their gender, not their sex. And some females were born in a man's body but have the gender of a female. Now, those transgendered men and women are completely different than transvestites. Let me explain to you transvestites. Those are men and women who just enjoy dressing up as the opposite sex. They know that they're a man, or they know that they're a woman. They have the correct body, whatever. So they're a completely different category that kind of makes the rest of the transgender community look bad, which brings me to my next thing. Whatever you do, if someone is explaining to you either number 1 that they're transgendered, number 2 that someone else that they know is transgendered, or number 3 or 3 and 4 would be if someone is explaining that they're gender neutral or someone else is gender neutral. And so just number 1, don't sit there and be like, oh, so it's really a girl that wants to be a guy, or it's really a guy that wants to be a girl. Don't do that. Really? No, that's not what I was saying. Don't take it as that. Like, that's really messed up. Like, if they aren't saying that, oh man, I don't want to be a man. I'm just doing it. I want to be a man. Like, that's not the case. Or, oh man, I want to be a girl. Oh, like, no, that's not the case whatsoever. The case is that they were born in the wrong body. And please, whatever you do, please refrain with all of your motherfucking might to sit there and not say, oh, so it's a tranny? Like, how much more ignorant can you get than to sit there and be like, tranny? Oh, it's a he, she? It's a she? What? No. Wow. That's really fucked up. It's just fucked up. Like, I wouldn't sit there and be like, oh my god, so it's a dyke? Or, oh, so it's a faggot. Like, no. No. That's just plain rude and just disrespectful. Like, and sit there and actually listen to them. Listen to the person who's talking to you about it. And instead of assuming or using your own ignorant thinking of understanding or whatever, like, because you're gonna get it wrong if you're thinking in that mindset of it's a tranny or a he, she, or it's a girl that wants to be a guy or a guy that wants to be a girl, like, because that's not what it really is. It's not. So, and please come correct with those names, or don't say them at all, because it's really unnecessary and uncalled for, disrespectful, and really ignorant. And unless you want to look real fucking stupid to the person that you're talking to, or whoever else you tell about this conversation to, then shut the fuck up and listen. Just fucking listen. Okay? Now, just because someone is transgendered and you know them doesn't give you the right to sit there and still continue to refer to them in the wrong pronoun. Like you're purposely doing it. Like someone just came out to you as transgendered and said, you know, yeah, you've known me as a male your entire life, but that's not me. I'm really a female, and this is, you know, please refer to me as she or her, you know, instead of he, you know, or him or something like that. And just because you know somebody personally doesn't mean that you still get the right to call them by the pronoun that they were referred to as before they came out. Excuse me. And I understand that it's hard to change the pronouns, because I personally have, you know, 2 really good friends in my life that are transgendered, and one of them came out after I had known him as, you know, a female for a year. So he just came out to me, so I'm still having a hard time with the pronouns. That's fine. You know, that's perfectly understandable, and those who come out to you are gonna understand that at first. But if you're just sitting there purposely, continually to call them by the wrong pronoun, that is just plain mean and hurtful, disrespectful, once again rude and ignorant. And you need to stop. You don't have any special privileges over anybody else to sit there and continue to call them the wrong pronoun. It's really hurtful, and it honestly makes that person really uncomfortable. Like there's certain things, like if me as a female, if someone were to call me a he or sir, I'd be like, what? And I'd be really hurt, because I'm like, do I really not look like, am I really not feminine enough to look like a man, to look like a female? I mean, or do I look like a man? You know, and I'm not talking about studs, lesbians, or feminine men, or whatever. I'm not talking about them, because that's a completely separate thing. Because some studs, you know, are used to being called the wrong gender because of how they look and da-da-da-da, but that's not even what I'm talking about. Not even what I'm talking about. That's a different story for a different day. So just please sit there, just please be respectful. Like, it's really unnecessary for you to do all of that. Like, and just, if you really care about the person that you know is transgendered, or you know is gender neutral, call them by the correct pronouns, because gender neutral pronouns as well are different. Because it's not saying they're saying a he, she, or a she, he, which is also very rude and disrespectful and ignorant and mean and hurtful. So that's 5 different ways you're hurting somebody, at the very minimum. So the gender neutral pronouns are ze and zir, and I think there's a couple more, but I'm not sure. You have to look that up. But I know ze and zir are the gender neutral pronouns, and those are the people that either identify as both male and a female, or those who don't have any gender whatsoever. So that's my rant. It got started because of, you know, a bunch of bullshit that, you know, I was trying to explain the situation that I was in, and they were getting it wrong and acting really ignorant. So, and it really pisses me off, and it pisses off everybody else too. So stop being fucking ignorant. Okay? Thanks! See you guys soon. Bye.